Welcome to our comprehensive journey through squat-based yoga poses. In this video, we'll explore a variety of dynamic and challenging asanas that focus on squatting positions, from the classic chair pose to intricate Garland Pose variations. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced yogi, these postures will help you build strength, flexibility, and balance. We'll break down each pose step by step, highlight modifications for different levels, and discuss the unique benefits of each movement. Get ready to deepen your practice, improve your mobility, and discover new ways to engage your body and mind. Let's begin our exploration of squat yoga together. We start with the foundational chair pose, known as Utkatasana. This pose mimics the action of sitting in an imaginary chair, engaging your thighs, glutes, and core. As you bend your knees and lower your hips, keep your chest lifted and arms extended. Chair pose is a powerful way to build lower body strength and stamina. Throughout this section, we'll introduce several creative variations, including high stance, twisting, and binding options. Each variation challenges your stability and flexibility in unique ways, preparing you for deeper squat poses later in the sequence. Remember to focus on your breath and alignment as you move through each version. Next, we explore the intense wrist stretch half-bound chair pose, or Uttana Mani Bandha Adha Baddha Utkatasana. Begin in mountain pose, then bend your knees deeply, bringing your torso to rest on your thighs. Drop your hands to the floor and rotate your right arm so the fingertips point toward your feet. On your next inhale, bring your left arm behind your back, reaching for the inside of your right thigh. This pose provides a deep stretch for the wrists and shoulders while challenging your balance and focus. Hold for 30 to 90 seconds, then switch sides. Modifications include keeping fingertips pointing toward the toes for accessibility. Moving on, we encounter the elephant old form, or Gajah Vadivu. This standing, forward-bending pose draws inspiration from the strength and stability of an elephant. The drishti, or gaze, is focused on the thumbs, helping to maintain balance and concentration. In this posture, the arms are positioned in front and fingers interlocked behind the back, encouraging a deep stretch through the shoulders and chest. The elephant old form is excellent for opening the upper body while grounding through the legs. It's a beautiful blend of power and grace, suitable for practitioners looking to enhance both flexibility and presence. Let's explore Hasta Garudasana in Ardha Uttanasana, the hand position dedicated to Garuda in a half-forward bend. This pose combines a deep forward fold with a unique arm position, where the arms are crossed and hands are joined, resembling the wings of Garuda, the mythical bird. With knees bent and feet hip-width apart, this variation is accessible yet deeply effective for stretching the upper back and shoulders. The gaze is directed toward the thumbs, reinforcing focus and alignment. This pose is perfect for releasing tension in the shoulders and preparing the body for more advanced binds. Now we move into Baddha Hastakarnapida Utkatasana, or hands-bound ear pressure fierce pose. This challenging variation of chair pose involves binding the hands behind the back and pressing the arms against the ears, creating a sense of compression and focus. The drishti is at the nose, encouraging inward attention. This pose strengthens the legs and core while deeply stretching the shoulders and upper arms. It's a powerful way to cultivate both physical and mental endurance. Remember to breathe deeply and maintain steady alignment as you hold this intense posture. Let's twist things up with Baddha Hasta Parivrita Utkatasana, or hands-bound revolved fierce pose. This advanced variation combines a deep squat with a twist and a bind, challenging your flexibility, strength, and balance. The gaze is directed upward, encouraging openness through the chest and shoulders. This pose is excellent for detoxifying the body, improving spinal mobility, and building focus. As you twist, keep your knees aligned and engage your core to support the movement. Modifications are available for those who need a gentler approach, such as keeping the hands in prayer or using a strap for the bind. Uttana Manibandha Parivrita Ardha Baddha Shankarasana is a complex pose that integrates a wrist stretch, twist, and half bind. Start in a deep squat, then revolve your torso and bind one arm behind your back, reaching for the opposite thigh. The other hand stretches toward the floor, fingertips pointing to the toes. This pose not only stretches the wrists and shoulders, but also enhances spinal rotation and hip flexibility. The upward gaze helps maintain balance and encourages a sense of expansion. Take your time with this posture and use modifications as needed to ensure safety and comfort. Parivrita Sankarasana, or revolved pose dedicated to Yogi Shankara, is a standing forward bend that incorporates both a side bend and a twist. This pose is designed to open the side body, improve spinal mobility, and strengthen the legs. The upward gaze, or Antaradrishti, encourages a sense of elevation and focus. As you move into the twist, keep your hips square and lengthen through the spine. This posture is particularly beneficial for releasing tension in the back and enhancing overall flexibility. Practice both sides to maintain balance and symmetry in your body. Parivrita Utkatasana, or revolved fierce pose, comes in several variations to suit different levels and intentions. Whether your feet are wide apart or together, or your hands are in prayer or behind the head, each version offers unique benefits. The twist activates the core and massages the internal organs, while the deep squat strengthens the lower body. Hands can be placed in Anjali Mudra for a traditional approach, or wrapped under the knee for a deeper bind. Focus on keeping your knees aligned and your breath steady as you explore these dynamic twists. Eka Pada Parivrita Utkatasana, or one-hand-bound revolved fierce pose, introduces a challenging bind to the classic revolved chair. In this pose, one hand reaches for the heart or grabs the biceps, while the other elbow hooks over the opposite knee. This deepens the twist and intensifies the stretch across the shoulders and chest. The gaze can be directed upward or toward the feet, depending on the variation. This asana is excellent for building strength, flexibility, and concentration. Take your time to find the bind that works for your body, and use props if needed. Parivrita Eka Pada Utkatasana, or revolved one-leg bound fierce pose, is an advanced posture that combines a deep squat, a twist, and a bind around one leg. This pose demands significant strength, flexibility, and balance. The gaze can be directed toward the feet or upward, depending on the variation. Modifications include binding around one leg with hands overhead or keeping the hands in prayer. This asana is particularly effective for opening the hips, stretching the shoulders, and improving focus. Practice patience and use props to support your journey into this challenging pose. Parivrita Dvipada Baddha Utkatasana, or revolved both legs bound fierce pose, takes the challenge up another notch. Here, both legs are bound as you twist deeply in a squat. This pose requires exceptional flexibility in the hips and shoulders, as well as strong core engagement. The upward gaze helps maintain balance and encourages a sense of openness. This asana is ideal for experienced practitioners seeking to deepen their practice and explore the limits of their mobility. Always warm up thoroughly and listen to your body as you attempt this advanced posture. The Tiptoe Fierce Pose series, or Prapada Utkatasana, introduces balance and elevation to the squat sequence. By lifting the heels and rising onto the balls of the feet, you intensify the engagement of the calves, ankles, and core. Variations include arms overhead, fingers interlocked, or arms extended behind the back. These poses challenge your stability and help develop strong, flexible feet and ankles. The gaze may be directed at the nose, hands, or third eye, depending on the variation. Practice these poses to improve your balance and add a dynamic element to your squat practice. Crane pose prep, or Bakasana prep, is a foundational exercise for arm balancing. In this preparation, you squat deeply with your heels lifted and bring your hands to the floor in front of your feet. Fingertips or palms can be placed on the mat, with arms shoulder-width apart and fingers pointing away from the head. This setup builds wrist and shoulder strength while teaching you to shift your weight forward. The gaze can be toward the hands or nose, helping to maintain focus. Practicing this prep regularly will set the stage for mastering the full crane pose in the future. Tiptoe fierce pose and its variations, including arms in front, behind, or extended to the sides, offer a playful challenge to your squat practice. By lifting the heels and experimenting with different arm positions, you engage a wide range of muscles and improve your proprioception. These poses are excellent for building lower body strength, enhancing balance, and increasing ankle flexibility. The gaze can be directed at the thumbs, nose, or third eye, depending on the variation. Explore these options to find the version that best suits your body and goals. Janu Shirsha Prapada Utkatasana 2, or head to knees tiptoe fierce pose, is a deep forward bend performed on tiptoes. With knees together and arms extended to the sides, you fold forward, bringing your forehead to your knees. This pose provides an intense stretch for the back and hamstrings while challenging your balance. The gaze is directed at the nose, encouraging introspection and focus. This asana is perfect for increasing flexibility and building strength in the lower body. Practice slowly and mindfully, using props if needed to support your balance. The Niralamba and Salamba Prapada Kanjanasana series, or unsupported and supported tiptoe wagtail poses, introduce unique balancing challenges. In these poses, the back of the knee may come over the shoulder, and the hands can reach forward or support the body. These postures require significant hip flexibility and core strength. The gaze is typically at the nose or third eye, fostering concentration. Supported versions allow for more stability, while unsupported variations demand greater balance and control. These poses are excellent for advancing your practice and exploring new ranges of motion. Uttana Kulpa, Prapada Utkatasana, and its variations focus on intense ankle stretching while balancing on tiptoes. These poses involve bending the knees deeply, lifting the heels, and sometimes extending the arms in different directions. The gaze can be at the hands or nose, depending on the version. These asanas are particularly effective for strengthening the ankles, calves, and feet, while also improving balance and coordination. Modifications include keeping the fingertips on the floor or wrapping the arms around the shins for added support. Practice these poses to enhance your lower body resilience. Parivrita Prapadasana, or revolved tiptoe pose, and Malasana prep, or pendant pose prep, introduce twists and crossed ankles to the squat sequence. These poses challenge your balance and coordination, especially when one arm reaches behind the back or the ankles are crossed. The gaze is often at the hands or thumbs, helping to maintain focus. These postures are excellent for building core strength, improving spinal mobility, and enhancing overall stability. Explore these variations to add complexity and depth to your squat yoga practice. Malasana, or Garland Pose, is a classic yoga squat that offers numerous variations for all levels. With heels down and knees wide, you can bring your hands to prayer, extend your arms forward, or bind the hands behind the back. Each variation targets different muscle groups and provides unique benefits, from hip opening to spinal elongation. The gaze may be at the nose, hands, or third eye, depending on the version. Garland Pose is excellent for improving hip flexibility, strengthening the legs, and grounding the body. Explore the many options to find the version that best supports your practice.